Hi guys, this is Dr. Turner. Well, we're moving on and we're going into Module 3 this week. There's a lot of things going on. Number one, hopefully you're still working diligently on getting your projects together and your portfolio. There's that journal you need to complete this week, and with the journal, that is something that is specific to you. It is something that you use for, to tell me what's going on with your project. You can share what's going on with your life, however you want to work it, but it's a place you can also ask for help. Now, you know that there is that one section in the modules talking about help and clarifications. That is something that you can definitely use. The whole entire class can use that, but the journal is specific to you. And then another thing that you have to do this week is the discussion. Every week there's going to be the discussion. This week is week 3. You have to read your third chapter out of your book and then write about what matters most to you. Then last week we started working on the competencies. Last week was course 1. We talked about the competencies of course 1 and which 3 would align with your project. This week we're going to go on to, you're going to tell me which 3 competencies from course 2 align with your project. Now, let's see, there's another thing we're going to do with that, but I'll come back to that. Then also for this week, this is the week that you need to hand in your resume. So with the resume, that was something that was assigned in one of the previous courses. At that point, it was a non-graded assignment. So with that non-graded assignment, some of you handed it in and you got feedback on it. Now it is a graded assignment and it is a requirement. So there is there's an article that's in there just to give you some ideas on how to write that resume. And there's also a template that you can use if you desire. You don't have to use it. It's just something that will help you. But your resume is due this week. And let's see what else. There's also another part called the summary of growth. That is something that is for your commission project. So it tells you specifically in there how to complete that summary of growth. And let's see, there's a video. The video is called Characteristics of Highly Effective Leaders. With that video, you have to look at that and choose 2 of the characteristics in there that resonate with you, and then write a minimum of 125 words about both of those characteristics and how you can apply them in your capacity as a leader. And let's see, so going back to what I talked about with the competencies, one of the things that is not just something where we're going to look at the competencies and you're going to say, okay, well, these 3 align with my project from each course. Another thing you're going to have to do is to, with each one of those competencies, so there's going to be 15 in all, you're going to have to write a narrative of how they align with your project. So you're not going to just say, oh, it aligns, but you're going to have to write about how it actually aligns. So if you look at if you look above the commission preparation resources, right under there's a new module, and that module is called Course Narratives. And so it has an area where it says Project Narratives with Work Sample from Course 1. Then there's 5 different areas where it goes Course 1, Course 2, Course 3, 4, 5. And it says, it also has a place in there for your work sample. I'm not worried about work samples right now. I'm more concerned with you at least getting started on your project narratives. Now within there is a sample of a project narrative, and it is excellent and it is what I am looking for. So please follow that formatting when you start completing your project narratives. This module will be open for the entire rest of the class. And some modules, other times modules close, or you'll get downgraded for not having the work done within that time frame. But with the project narratives, that will be open until the end of the module, end of the class, I should say. And so, let's see, I think that would be it for course 3, and we'll also talk about it more in class. If you have any questions or comments, please, whether you email me, text me, go into help and clarifications, just make sure that you're clear on everything that's due. So anyways, have a good night, have a good week.